Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I am the Gaming Panda, and today we're gonna be go ahead and I've already talked to most of the people within Diamond Roleplay servers. Of course, you guys knew. If you keep updated to the YouTube Discord channel, if you are in the YouTube Discord, you guys would already know that I canceled part 3 due to it was being of Founder Snowy. We we've all actually apologized for everything that we did. Even so did Christian, which I do want to talk to him more about the subject in a respectful manner. I'm not gonna be like being really pissed off about any of this shit. I just really want to talk to him because I feel like that would be something I would really need to do, and like something that really needs to happen. Alongside with everyone else, I've already talked to them. I told them of how shit went down. I told them, and this is what this video is about too. Just so I can get it out there because I was going to make a video on this earlier yesterday. Right now it is the 29th, so I was going to go ahead and make a video on that yesterday, and say pretty much what I was going to say is it wasn't just my fault that everything went down. It was mostly everybody's fault. I was short fused that day, and what really went down that day wasn't supposed to happen. We all got angry at a certain reason. Everyone else that came into the thing that wasn't really into it was just there as a respectful way to defend their friends, and I respected that in all manner. And I was like, all right, that's fine by me. If you guys want to do that, you guys can. I even talked to James and Evan. I talked to them about it. Evan still seemed a little bit upset, which completely understandable. I was like, of all the shit that I said that day, immediately regretted it. Well, I didn't like immediately regret it, but I had some people to calm me down. I was chilling at a couple of friends. That's when I did that podcast. I just want to tell mostly everyone that I was sorry for what I said. Um, Christian really, I didn't really say much shit to Christian. That's why I'm not really about anything, but you know, about everything else. I'm gonna just tell him I'm sorry because I already heard what went down and all that shit. He apologized to me for all the other shit, and I accepted. Um, and he knows. And he said this to himself. He was actually scrolling through his phone one day while me and him was in chat, and he was saying to himself, he's like, now I'm gonna go see and look through, or he said something of between these lines. He's like, he went scrolling through and saying, I'm gonna go scroll through how many brothers I have within the Discord, IRL or not. I wasn't the IRL one, of course. I'm more of the online one, and he did say my name on that, which I do count him as like one of the brothers because me and him had a lot of similarities. Like we dealt with the same shit usually. We were we were really chill. Like me and him bonded pretty quickly as a friendship because because I don't really know how to explain it, but no, we was really chill in a way, and all that shit. And me after all that shit went down, that was one of the things I was like, damn, really a really good friendship went down the drain as well, alongside my relationship. And I was like, yeah. But either way, when it comes down to a someone that I call a brother, doesn't matter who it is. Meaning, I'm talking about Christian right now. No matter what it is they did or who it is, Brandon can also vouch for me. Doesn't matter what goes on between us or them. I will always forgive them. I'll forget what they did. Brandon can vouch on that because he done a lot of shit. Me and him got in a lot of fist fights. Me and him had a lot of bad blood between each other. But me and him still are brothers. Me and Robbie has gotten into it, aka RC Link. We both got into it IRL. We've talked a lot of shit between each other, and we became back friends not even a week later. Same with Snowy. We've gotten into several arguments, including the one recently about the exposed videos. As you can see, no matter what I've said, as long as, we talked about it, literally yesterday, and, we talked it out. We, even went on to a call, and, we actually talked about it. We talked it out, and, we came back instant friends and all that, and, everything went back to normal, and that's how I wanted to go, with everyone else. I'm not saying to join a server with me, or I'm going to join a server with you. I just want to, have that friendship back. I want to have that bonding that we had back, because, we always said some stupid shit. We always had some fun within chats. And, those were some really good days, I'll be honest. Really funny. I mean, just thinking about it, it brings a smile to my face because, we had those good days then. And then, we had those bad days, where there was really depressing days and all that. But, that's fine with me. And, we've always had a really good, strong friendship within everyone in that server. And no matter what happens, I hope that actually would stay the same. Even with Christian, me, James, and Evan, and Jesse is all hopefully fixed all that up. Jesse was the first one to actually respectfully talk to me within the chat, and with everyone else. I mean, knowing that James and how Evan was reacting, I would have, but I didn't know how they would react within a chat. I would talk to them about it, and I do want to have Christian on a podcast sometime, and I'd like to get within an in-depth status of like the mindset, and I'm not doing it within a bad way. And like I said, I don't think you guys know what the meaning of the Aftermath podcast is. The Aftermath podcast is everything that has went on between the time of the shutdown of Blaine County Roleplay and anything far beyond back from that, meaning all the way from LACRP, which you guys don't know what that is because I never talked about it. The only time I've really talked about it is when I ran a server called LACRP, which then I shut down because it wasn't doing well. Never really talked about it. I think I talked about it once within that video 9 months ago. And I just shut it down probably about 2 months afterwards because I didn't, I knew it wasn't going to do well, and I didn't really care for it at the time. I'm still contemplating on working onto the server I'm working on. I have most of my friends now helping me. I'm still trying to get the another co-owner onto there, which I do have a spot in open for Naven. I do want him as my co-owner, and we're possibly talking to my other friend of becoming the CAD dev to the server. But like I said, that's just a project right now. I'm happily with California State Roleplay. Snowy's found that out as well because she just recently joined, and somehow, and I'll be honest, somehow had the CAD developer. She convinced him to make it where instead of having every civilian having one civ, to like putting it to where they can have as many as they wanted to. And civilian was closed, and somehow got talked into actually becoming a civilian, and sometime today she's going to become probably getting an interview for the civilian part of it, and stuff like that. So I'd really love to see that within California Roleplay, because California Roleplay, usually we do city roleplays and all that. I'm doing LSFD for them, just to you guys know that I don't do LSFD, and I wanted to put that on my resume and see how well that works, get my training in for that, and get some training in for the medical, so I actually have some more in for that. So I've so I can officially say that I've done every part within a roleplay server I could. Fire and EMS is the only thing I haven't really had much experience in. When it comes down to civilian, no one needs experience for that. and no one needs experience. Well, you need experience for LEO, and it takes a while to actually like get to know your surroundings. So knowing me is going to take me a while to get to know my surroundings to the fire and EMS part of doing that. And since this server is super friendly, I love every people in there, and I really love the staff of the server. They are super friendly within that, and I really I like the server. I mean, if since I'm in the server, I would if anyone would like to I would recommend it. I'd recommend it over URP and DOIJ, honestly, because URP and DOIJ is just those servers that just are just fighting for members at this point, and you know they just seem not to care about members or anything like that. And I mean, and that's where I do really like the people in there, and they're really helpful. They're really friendly, and we found that out firsthand. I mean, you can just joke around in there, and you know they're professional, and they're professional during roleplay. But you can be in a chat and be in there, and you can be if you are wanting to hang out with one staff. I mean, you can be in a staff chat with one of the people, and while doing a mission with them, and they wouldn't mind. And I mean, I like that. Something that I wished I implemented within my server, which is what I hope to do because they do a really good job at running a server, and I mean, it's amazing. I really like the server, which is highly recommended to join. They almost have nearly over 100 members within their main server. They have 138 people within the interview server. Most of them are EST, but this is a UK server, so I don't think a lot of people really does the interviews because they're usually asleep at the time. Understandable on that, and I've been staying up for the past couple of days, so I mean I'm fine with all the stuff that goes down. I haven't really joined any role plays because sleep schedule reasoning, um, and stuff like that. Especially doing all these videos has stressed me out. And you know what? I've actually feel much better now. And I feel renewed. I actually feel much better than I have been in a while. During the making the videos, they stressed me out, of course. Just talking about the whole situations and the situations I was put in, and things that I took out of context myself. Because which never happened. I took out of context, and she talked to me about it, which I was talking about the screenshots and all that at that time. And I've said it within part 3, and I am not going to post part 3 for the sake of Snowy part, because I'm now, back friends talking and stuff like that. More than friends at this point, we're just trying to sort out stuff. And I'm actually within a call with her right now. I'm just I'm muted and deafened at this point because I didn't want to bother her because she's asleep. And we sorted everything out, which I'm glad. Now with Christian, on the other hand, I didn't expect any of the shit to go down. I didn't want I didn't want anyone to get hurt. That's one thing I preferably didn't want. As I said, I've always counted him as a friend no matter what. Even if I was pissed off, just me, when I'm pissed off, I say random shit. I don't mean any of the shit by I say. I told Evan and James this as well. I don't mean any of the shit I say. I just say stupid shit. But I can actually back up shit that I say when I do need to say it. There were a couple of gaps in by what I said, and even if they actually wanted to, or if you guys actually wanted to, you guys could have hit me hard. I'll be honest, you guys could have, and that would have been fine by me. That just hitting the spots correctly, and doing shit like that, and just doing that, and even after all this exposed stuff is over, I am still willing to do the podcast stuff because I'm really wanting to get into podcasting. Podcasting, if I can speak. Podcasting is something I'm really now wanting to get into. it is something interesting. Getting another side of the story that you've heard. I'd like to get a lot of good people within a podcast. Just getting in. Hell, even if it was possible, get Raditz in there, and I'd like to hear Novity and like shit like that because they run their own podcast. I doubt I'd be able to get them in there, but it'd be like really wonderful to get them within that chat, and I want to hear like what they would have to say, like in a respectful manner, not in a wanting to like be down each other's throats and like throwing punches at people. I mean, like if they was in just with someone else, then yeah, that's what I don't mind. But if you are in there with someone that you don't like, then I preferably don't want that because I preferably keeping the chats and they're friendly and not getting way too out of hand because then it doesn't look great on YouTube. Then it just gets annoying. It just becomes a jumbled mess, and that's why I usually like going for one person there. And it still gets like a jumbled mess because you're usually like one will be like, I want to talk to about this. This person want to talk about that. You want to change the subject real quick. They want to change the subject to that, and it gets really hectic doing podcasts. You have to think of your questions first. That is one thing that you want to do, and I mean, usually I think of them straight on the bat. I try to do it. Then, if I don't have anything, then I'll try to extend of what I need to say from anything else while I think of something. I mean, it's not too hard to do podcasting, and I mean that's why I like it. And I mean, it gets what I want. It gets to what I like doing. I've enjoyed doing the first podcast with Alex, which of course was a former head admin of Blank County Roleplay when I ran it. I really enjoyed doing that, and I'm not sure about him. Like I questioned him, and I was letting him be 100% honest because that's what I prefer. I prefer people being 110% honest within a podcast. Then if I don't believe any of this shit, then I'll go ahead and grab another person and throw them in. And hopefully, I mean, like I said, I want Christian onto a podcast, and I'm wanting to put that in through that. And I mean, like, I just want to get and I mean, like, just because people seem to build up and then downfall, and then I want to bring up the back to the height, just because it brought in the content of people because people are enjoying the drama. People were enjoying drama then, and it's like, oh, okay, this is interesting. Even through the first video, it's like, okay. But then when it came down to the second video, it dropped because it's like, okay, well, this is just going to be like same shit over and over again, pretty much. I just said that twice, but don't worry about that. Leave me the fuck alone. I haven't slept. Uh, I'm just like, the reason why I do a lot of videos is because I can actually, let my mind open. My mind is completely open when I'm doing videos, especially when I'm alone, but when I'm doing a video with someone else, my mind is not as open. When I'm doing podcasts, I can open my mind up a lot more. I can speak my mind fluently, sort of, if I'm not tired. You know, just a lot of shit that goes down within it, it just gets annoying after a while. We want to get it done and over with. We need to get through and all that. Take me a drink there. But the podcast stuff, I hope it does well. And knowing that it does, I'm getting a logo made for it, meaning while I'm recording it, all the screens will look like this, or I'll probably have it onto the chat screens when I'm recording, so everyone knows who's talking. But Discord usually likes to glitch out after a while, and just gets annoying. So I just want to just put that out there on that one. So I may just keep it a black screen, and it'd just be a very interesting thing to do. And you watch it you don't just sit there and just watch. You'd do podcasting podcasting is mostly for just sitting there to listen to. And I know a lot of people out there listening to podcasts, and I like listening to podcasts. I listen to the Misfits podcast all the time. And if you don't know who the Misfits podcast is, that is Swagger Souls, Fitz, and I don't remember who all else is in there. But they have a really good podcast, and it's really funny. I mean, I'm more going into serious podcast for now for this first season. because I'm gonna be doing seasons, and the seasons will probably last about 10 to 15 episodes, and then we'll be trying to get up more people during the seasons, and then if we can find some more people during that, and hopefully more controversy would bring be brought up through something, or just some random shit happens, just that people want to talk about that happened between someone, and you want to get it out to let go of something. Like, I know some people preferably like venting to the internet, and I'm one of those people, because not just to make the content. I haven't done videos in a while, and it gives me a reason to do a video, to wake up and do another video again. If I and that's why I made the exposed videos as well, to vent, to let out my anger, and because I haven't done videos in a while, and that's why I continued them, and that's why I continue to still be making these videos. And when I see now, just me talking has been doing, that's when I was just like, all right, well, it looks like we're going to be starting doing podcasts from now on, but we'll still be doing gaming as well. So having two different things at the same time, but it may not stay on the channel. I may bring it over to another thing, like another YouTube channel that I'll probably have in there, and I'm really wanting to do that, having the Aftermath podcast as another YouTube, just so I can record it in. I have the other host. I think I could possibly have 2 to 3 hosts, and just they can be asking questions alongside with me. Like, we go down the line asking questions, just having some random fun. We'd just be talking about whatever we need to talk about. Talk about new updates within like roleplay, talk about new gaming updates that we all know about, and talk about other stuff like that. And I mean, that's all fine by me, and that's not too bad of an idea. And that's why I'm just wanting to do podcasting for now on, and doing other gaming stuff, because podcasting is something I really want to do. And just all that straight down, that's why I say I want to try getting Snowy onto it. I want to see if I can try talking to her. I'll talk to her about it later, probably around 4. And I want to try talking to Christian, if he will message me, or if he sees the video, trying to see if he'll join into a podcast. And all that. Well, I think that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. I've already said much of what I needed to say. I just wanted to take out my apology. I want to talk about the Aftermath podcast, of where it's going on, where this YouTube channel is going on, and seeing if I can get some more people into the podcast. If you want Bad Blood or not, you can go ahead and join into the podcast. And we're just trying to get that content in, trying to get that people in, something that people can listen to. Hopefully we can go into Spotify soon, which I think I'll look into it, so we can get more views in, and stuff like that. So until then, guys, please leave a like on this video. Dislike, I don't care. We're gonna keep with that trend now, just because I want to. I actually like that. Go ahead and subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you next time in the next video. Goodbye.